With 2023 resulting in the cancellation of many LGBTQ+-centered TV shows, the newly announced Wynonna Earp special is much-needed good news for both on-screen representation and queer viewers. Based on a comic book series by Bo Smith, Wynonna Earp was developed for TV by Emily Andras, Lost Girl, and became a huge hit across its 4 seasons. While the Western horror series wrapped in 2021, over-the-top content platform and streaming service Tubi has commissioned a one-off special, Wynonna Earp, Vengeance. Undoubtedly, news of the 90-minute special gives Earpers many reasons to rejoice. The series centers on the titular Wynonna Earp, Melanie Scrofano, the great-great-granddaughter of legendary Western lawman Wyatt Earp. Upon returning to her hometown, Wynonna inherits the ability to return reincarnated outlaws to hell with her ancestor's supernatural pistol, Peacemaker. Wynonna's crew includes her half-sister Waverly, Dominique Provost-Chaukley, Wyatt's former partner Doc Holliday, Tim Rosen, and Ghost River County's Deputy Sheriff Nicole Hott, Catherine Barrell. All of them are set to return for vengeance, which is particularly great news for shippers of Waverly and Officer Hott, or Way-Hott, one of TV's most important LGBTQ+ relationships. Why the past year has been so bad for LGBTQ+ TV shows. While LGBTQ+ representation may have come a long way in the general arc of television history, a demoralizing number of queer shows and series that center on LGBTQ+ characters were cancelled in 2023. In fact, GLAAD's annual Where We Are on TV report found that a staggering 140 LGBTQ+ characters were lost in the 2022-23 TV season. From Our Flag Means Death's cancellation to the untimely end of Warrior Nun, it seems no LGBTQ+-centric shows are safe from getting axed. However, it's not just niche, LGBTQ+-inclusive genre shows that are cancelled time and again by streaming platforms and networks alike. Even ensemble shows that feature a majority of queer characters are being scrapped left and right. Showtime, the network behind queer hits like Yellow Jackets and Fellow Travelers, dropped the L-word, Generation Q from its slate. Meanwhile, Amazon Prime Video threw a wild curveball at Abby Jacobson's delightfully queer update of A League of Their Own by canceling the show, granting it a 4-episode extension, and then nixing it again. Long story short, it's difficult to get attached to TV's queer stories and characters when so few of them return after their Season 1 installments. How TV has historically mishandled LGBTQ+ inclusion. It's no secret that television has mishandled queer and trans characters' stories in the past. The only thing worse than the cancellation of a queer-inclusive series is the ongoing use of damaging tropes. For example, as seen in The 100, the "bury your gays" trope comes about when LGBTQ+ characters are viewed as more expendable than their heterosexual or cis counterparts, via tvtropes.org. Often, a queer character finally finds happiness only to be killed in the wake of their bliss. Obviously, conflating queer joy with death is incredibly harmful, though the history of fraught LGBTQ+ representation predates TV. The at times damaging visual language of TV and film stems from the Hays Code, Hollywood's outdated set of self-censorship guidelines, via NPR. For example, the Hays Code is the reason so many villains are queer-coded in movies. Representation is a powerful tool, but it works both ways. While genuinely inclusive stories can amplify important messages, TV shows that fail to treat LGBTQ+ characters respectfully can perpetuate real-world harm. After all, film and television conditions viewers to react a certain way, and that conditioning can bleed over into real-life interactions and points of view. Wynonna Earp was important and groundbreaking LGBTQ+ representation. Waverly Earp and Nicole Hott smiling in Wynonna Earp. While Wynonna Earp Season 5 never materialized, Vengeance opens the door to one last Ghost River County adventure. In general, TV and film have a reboot problem, but the Wynonna Earp special is different. Vengeance isn't just about seeing how Wynonna Earp's characters' stories ended post-finale, but it's about revisiting one of the rare instances where a TV show got its LGBTQ+ representation right. Way-Hott, the pairing of Waverly and Officer Hott, remains one of the few openly gay couples who had a happy and healthy relationship for the run of their show. It may sound painfully simple, but the Way-Hott relationship is so essential because they don't end up apart, there's no manufactured drama, and neither of them died. That said, the Wynonna Earp special marks the rare instance where a TV show with a prominent gay couple and LGBTQ+ representation is getting the green light instead of being cancelled. It's a small glimmer of something positive in a sea of frustrating cancellations, but Wynonna Earp's Way Hot continues to provide a counterbalance of sorts to contemporary television's penchant for axing LGBTQ+, inclusive series.